Yo, you tuning into the Notion Podcast. I'm your host, Dizzy D. Spill, with my co-hosts in the building.
Jelani Evans. It's Farmer Poe, for y'all that don't know.
Nah, dog, look, I'm tired of this. This is Harold Williams. This is Harold Williams, somebody I grew up with, somebody I've known for a very long time.
I was about to say
he doesn't know. He doesn't. Yeah, I wouldn't.
That's
I don't
why
know.
I said. I was like,
I don't know if that's the word for you.
Yeah, I was about to like, nah, because I'm in Trent.
Just do your thing. I'm gonna drink my water, dude.
It's too late.
It's Poe.
It's too late.
It's Poe.
So Jelani said all the
because that was gonna be I had to say. That's why it took me a while. I was like, oh hell no, I can't say that. Transition.
It's there now.
It's too late.
How y'all doing, fellas? How are y'all doing, fellas?
I'm good.
It's been a minute.
Did these like disconnect? Oh, that's her pocket. Okay. This is the way it looks like. Yeah.
Nah, these from shit.
You're too hot. These shorts.
But
look, is it even practical?
You took half off. Seriously.
Is it even practical? Like, what's
he took half off to really.
What's the point? Just leave it in a pocket.
Put your phone there.
But
are you complaining about what you decided to wear?
You see how I said that? He was like, that'd be the perfect pocket, huh? You see it? He said nothing else. I said, put your phone in there.
But it's low.
He said perfect pocket pose. Crazy.
I'm short, but my arms ain't that long.
You sitting there, it's in perfect reach.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
But when I stand up, nigga gotta lean over the.
Why are we here? How you been, Jelani? It's been a minute. How you doing, brother? I know you've been busy making things happen.
I'm maintaining. Just staying out of the way.
That's what's up, man.
You know, I'm here for you guys, though. Hey.
Staying out the way.
Paul, how you living, man?
I'm living.
Yeah.
Trying to be funny.
Nah, man, how you living, man? That's you know what I'm saying. How you living? How you doing?
I'm good.
I mean, if you want to let it out, man, it's perfect place. Talk to me, brother. Talk to me.
Joe Pesci from Goodfellas. What do you mean I'm funny?
Like, tell me how I'm funny. I look funny to you? Tell me how I'm funny. Huh?
No, you're the one laughing.
Yo, literal pose, crazy.
Nah, I'm good, man.
That's good, man.
You're a little slow today. It's processing pose. Huh?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You take your time.
I'm good.
It's the chips, huh? It does that, man.
Yeah.
It's the chips. I get it.
You put them on blast.
I'm good.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah. You see, I got the bag turned.
Yeah, everybody
so they don't know what the label is.
Yeah, everybody. He's eating MSG and preservatives and all that other stuff. You know what I mean?
He said so they can't see the label. All the ingredients right there. Salt, dextrose.
The part that he shouldn't be showing people is the part.
Well, nigga, they didn't say the measurements.
5 added grams of sugar, like in the chips. What are you eating,
sugar
bro?
in the chips is crazy.
Oh God, man.
Nah, yeah, I'm good, man. How you living?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know, it's day to day, but I'm good.
I'm about tired of this weather, though. I ain't gonna lie. I said it at the beginning, at the top of the summer. I'm saying it.
We
now.
good next week.
Tired.
Next week is it's all good. Is everything
this week? As in next week?
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're right. This coming week is gonna be okay as far as in like temperatures.
It's gonna be like 90 something.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Nah, it's gonna be like in the 70s.
It's gonna be. This summer is here till October.
Yeah, it's a wrap. We getting 4.5 months or something.
You know how it is out here, bro. Like Sunday it'll be 103, and then Monday.
Shit is just
Monday it'll be like, hey, fall's here. That's how it is.
And then Tuesday be like, ha, you fell for it.
Yeah. Sweater.
Sweater and shorts.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It'd be like that. Nah, shit is good, man. Work, good. You know, despite, you know, dealing with trying to figure out. The thing with the move is my lease is up on my birthday. No.
Damn.
For November, right?
They don't like you, huh?
Well, that's when I moved in. That's when I
Why
had to
you
move
do
out.
that?
That's when I had to move out.
Celebrated.
That's how I was supposed to move out my apartment on the 30th for my birthday, and I was stressed out about that. And then I got this spot, and I was, you know, good blessing.
So, like, did you walk in the house and everybody was like, surprise?
No.
Landlord and everybody?
I would have been crazy. Nah, I got approved. They sent me an email. They told me.
Oh, so they say, happy birthday.
Yeah.
You could stay here.
Apartment didn't know it was my birthday. They was like, nigga, you got to leave. We ain't going to give you a, what's that, eviction thing? You got to go. You've been smoking too much in here.
That's what they said.
So, yeah. So with that is just not knowing. I have to wait until damn near November to know what's going to be available. Like, I can look all I want and search and just kind of like peruse. But
that's what they said. Yeah, feel free to look at anything you want to look at until the end.
I was ready to go a few months ago, you know, and but to break my lease would have been like 4 racks. Not like
you got it. Don't even trip, bro.
Racks.
You got it.
Your garden doing numbers like that?
Oh hell yeah, man.
Nigga, my
Better
rent
believe he was weighing the tomatoes like
that. Rent doing numbers. Shit jumping. So yeah.
As far as anything new you coming out with the business or stuff like that, or you kind of just
I've been
doing
some events. There was an event I was gonna do this thing called Hella Plants. It's this event that they do in like the Bay Area, LA, throughout California. They did their first one in Sac, and Hella Plants is basically hella plants. People selling hella plants.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'd be wild.
But there was,
hey, you pull up and they selling chips and Gatorade and shit.
I mean,
yeah.
Chips come
if you got the right type of plants out there, I believe that.
You're right. So I've been doing like probably 2 or 3 events.
Okay.
Over the last few
months.
Dope. I just didn't do the last one, so nothing new as far as products are concerned, but just
more to come soon, probably.
Yeah.
I dig it
for sure.
For sure.
I got all type of shit in the works.
What you got, man?
All type of shit in the works.
Well, there you go, guys. So,
okay.
You know what I mean?
Top of the year, 4th quarter, what you doing? What we looking at?
It's in the works.
Fun.
You having fun?
Mm-hmm.
You don't sound like you're having fun.
Just having fun.
Yeah, we are. We enjoying ourselves over here, my nigga.
It's lit.
You know what that say? That say don't come over here because we enjoying ourselves. We didn't tell you to come over here. That's what that means.
That's what we doing.
It might not be fun for you if you come over here. Is all I'm saying.
I know I said it's lit, but it could mess around and get lit up if you decide to show up. Just there where you at. Nah, but I mean, like with the process of everything that I have going on, I'm having fun with it. It's just I don't have any expectations on the same ref. I'm not making a lot of things readily available for people. It'll be more like a see what I got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it don't feel like work. It's kind of like that
true creativity.
When you create something new and you kind of got like that energy behind it to where you like, excited. It doesn't feel like I'm forcing myself to do something.
To be honest, bro, it only feels like work when I have to deal with the people. I mean, like, in a lot of cases, like, and what I mean by that is the process, campaigning, marketing, interacting with the, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, with the mass audience, you know, and trying to grab attention and things of that nature. Like, that's when it feels like work. But the process of creating and getting these thoughts out and ideas out and being able to have fun with it and play with materials and all of those things that's fun.
Right.
You know, that whole process. And that's the thing that I think I'm kind of grateful for is the fact that throughout everything that I've done, I haven't lost fun in going through the process. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like when I execute certain things that lead me to the next stage, I'm excited. Like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? What's next? So, yeah, having fun with it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I mean, I think I agree with that too, as far as in what makes it fun and then like what feels like work. I think when you get into the aspect of like, man, I gotta market, I gotta post, I gotta respond to questions versus, you know, things like that. It's like, man, I forgot about this part. I was enjoying the brainstorming and creativity part of it, and I think that's. I mean, you can go down a rabbit hole with that conversation, but I think that's the part that makes running a business exciting when you do have a staff to only worry about that and all you have to do is create. Mm-hmm. It's like the example I'll use is like doing music. Like I know how to engineer, I know how to mix and master, I know how to songwrite, I know how to make beats, but being able to just go in and record and then leave and then everybody else has to do the rest of the work, that allows me more time to keep creating, keep writing, and only focus on that. So
I mean, the marketing part and all that is still fun too, though. Like, no, I think it. I mean, for me, at certain points in times it is fun because I like to do the photography part of it. I like the creation part of like just the visual.
Mm-hmm.
So doing that part is fun when it's reception.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you get a reception from it, it gives you more of a little motivation to kind of continue. But when you got to deal with the logistics of shit and then people asking questions and all that, it becomes more of a job or like a chore at times. But
I think when the questions are genuine, it feels fun. When it's like, hey, man, so like, how did you get started? Versus like, so what made you charge that?
Or like
you know what I mean?
You
can tell when
and shit like
when
that.
when the conversation feels like an interrogation more than a really want to know and understand.
Mm-hmm.
Then because people like us is like, man, we busy. We ain't got time for like no disrespect, but it's like we don't have time for like small talk. We don't have time for small talk. Like straight up, we don't have time for the small talk. You know what I mean?
I've
mind learned as I got older
situations, but I mean, like,
I'm not as good at small talk as I used to be.
See, that's why he started laughing.
It's a lack of interest. It's a lack of interest. Like, I mean, like,
I never was interested.
I don't think it's a lack of interest. I think it's a realization. I think I'll say that it's a realization at like how important is small talk.
I'm talking about small talk, like not even on business level, man. I be at work.
Yeah, just like being a people person.
In general, right?
Being a people person, right? Because, I mean, in order to be a people person, you have to, like, engage in small talk. Like, hey, man, so what's going on? How you get the fuck out of here and all that? I got a job to do, bro.
No, for real. I'm bad with it sometimes. If I like the person, there's a dude at my job. Niggas hate when he come in my office. Because he'll come all the way from his department to come just holler at me and talk to me. And niggas in my
small talk
like,
terrorist is crazy.
Bro,
niggas to be like, man, this nigga Harold finna really talk to this
nigga. It's crazy because it make it seem
I
like
be sitting there talking this shit.
Bro, the way he said it, though, it's like the dude is a problem. Like on his way from his department to his department, he be knocking shit out people's desks. Like, yeah, whatever. You're not busy.
Nah, he come out
Harold.
A whole nother office, come over, talk, and my ass is treating him like he the motherfucking the people that come to your door on Sundays.
Yeah.
You just talking and shit like, I don't really gotta talk to you.
Like the people come to your door on Sundays, DoorDash?
Salvation. I mean, we're not saying. I was about to say.
Yo, did you say
this?
Cuz said the Salvation Army be going door to door on Sundays.
I mean, what's the
diabolical?
What's the one is that you can't have a birthday?
That's crazy.
Like, yo,
you talking about Jehovah's
really
Witnesses?
Donations.
And they come door to door on Saturdays, brother.
On Saturdays in your neighborhood?
Yeah.
They got a different route.
That was always
a different route.
That was always
they're off on Sundays.
They showed up on my.
I'm not like 100%.
Because they go to church on Sunday.
I'm not 100% sure of the religion.
I'm gonna tell you who not gonna be knocking on your door. It ain't gonna be the Salvation Army.
You never know.
That's crazy.
We need them donations. What you got, you just don't need no more. We'll take whatever.
Yo, he said they pull up to the door like
it's a nigga with a bell.
run them donations, dog.
Nigga with a bell at your door.
We run our own bag.
That would be a wild group on Call of Duty. The Salvation Army is crazy work.
And nigga bring their own bag so you can give your donation. Well, let me see what the fuck that is.
It look like you don't need these.
You take the shirt off your son. Like, you can't fit that no way. Just play clothes.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Taking the shirt off your own seat is villainous, bro.
Yeah, straight up, dog.
Damn way you ain't supposed to be wearing that. That's an outside clothes.
That's crazy.
We're gonna put it inside this bag.
Yeah. Damn.
We ain't got no sense.
So yeah, man.
We ain't got no sense. Well,
yeah, that's how it happens, man.
Getting right into it, man. Sad news. Earlier this week, Rich Homie Quan
For sure.
passed away. R.I.P. to
Rest in peace.
Rich Homie Quan. Right after I started seeing the posts and stuff about it, I think it was one of the hip hop pages I followed did like a slide. You know, you do the IG slides with all the photos, and it just showed like all of the people that the music game has lost in the past 5 years.
Oh, 5.
And I looked at it, and the list was crazy. I mean, you know, this has happened. You know, people pass on and things of that nature. But when I started like looking at all of the people, which was obviously
Hip-hop.
inspired by, you know, Rich Homie Quan passing away, it was like, man, a lot of these people was still supposed to be here based off of certain things that happened in their life or what took their life. And I just reflected on it, and I thought it was a little eerie that he passed away because this trial with Young Thug has been going on for forever, right? Mm-hmm. And there was a part of the trial where they mentioned Rich Homie Quan, and it was like laughing at the question, and then literally like right after that he passed away. You know what I mean? Apparently it was allegedly it was a bad pill or something like that he took.
Is that a drug overdose?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's crazy that, I don't want to say it's crazy that this is still happening, but just over the years when you see people pass away, that are entertainers, I mean, yeah, a lot of them, it has something to do with some foreign substance that they took, right? But I remember, growing up, you seen a lot of this stuff happening. There was a lot of violence. Now it's like kind of transition to like self-harm, unintentional self-harm.
Well, our rappers usually be in the streets. These rappers are in the pharmacies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think our rappers died had as many prominent rappers die.
Well, I mean, they lyrics said they was hitting. I mean, never mind.
Pac, Biggie, that was crazy in itself.
I mean,
yeah.
But as far as like any underclassmen of that, we didn't have that growing up.
Yeah.
Like these kids are dying. A lot of it is from substance abuse, and a lot of it is from violence. But also the popularity of people who might not have been as famous back then are now famous now, and so it seems like we're getting more of an influx when perhaps it would have been. I'm wondering, what about people who were on the come up back when we were younger, who we just weren't aware of, and there wasn't this social media,
right?
So are the numbers the same? Like, is it kind of...
Y'all, so I get what you're saying. So maybe there were actually more rappers dying of overdose back in the day, but due to us not having social media and the internet, who knew?
And maybe not even overdose, but just still, someone
passing away.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's saying like the numbers might actually be closer than what we might think. But I mean, who knows? Because internet wasn't around back then.
And Rich Homie Quan is up there to be like prominent, but a lot of the young littles that they call them.
Yeah,
it's crazy though, cause like I saw the news and I was like, damn. But I feel like it might have hit different for somebody like me, cause I'm not a Rich Homie Quan fan. Like I couldn't tell you any of his songs. He's not in my playlist rotation, none of that. I know he was an extremely popular Atlanta rapper, and I know he did numbers and had a run with Young Thug and all of that. But it's like I didn't really know him as an artist.
right.
For me, it was just like, damn, another young black man passed away. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Another entertainer who had a platform passed away.
Yeah.
I think he was. I'm not saying I definitely wasn't a fan of songs of his that I was aware of. I was definitely a fan of the Young Thug collaboration.
Yeah.
That's when I became a fan of both of them. I would say I enjoyed or started understanding both of their music.
Yeah.
I think Quan was dope. From what I understand and know about him, is because he wasn't really too much on it wasn't like a street music thing. It was like a fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the dance, hit the Quan dance and stuff. Yeah,
there's a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that hit the Quan that came from. I just found that out.
Yeah.
But he had a lot of hits. But he had a lot of music to where it was like. Maybe it was a balance between him and Thug, as far as like Thug is like the street version of what he could have been, and he's like the not so street version. Yeah. Where they both had the collaboration made sense for them.
Yeah.
Obviously they partake in, drugs and substance abuse or whatever you want to call it, substance abuse. But I think Quan was more of a he fun player type shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think his dad and his family were integral in his business. So he hired a lot of his family members. So I was also thinking about that.
Yeah, because he was independent. Yeah.
How many people he fed that they may have established themselves in the business enough to be able to kind of make something for themselves. But just thinking about that, how many people these type of people employ when they pass away. So,
and with him being independent, I can imagine it'd probably be a lot, because a lot of people don't know how much goes into the brand of a person. You know, you have a road manager, and then you have an actual manager to manage your career, and you have all stylists, all of these different things. But for me, just I'm same with you, and I think it's an age thing. He wasn't in my rotation as far as in what I would listen to on a regular, but definitely familiar with who he was, definitely familiar with the impact and, you know, certain hits that he was on, as well as the dance that he created. But for me, he stood out as like that second wave when Atlanta was really running stuff.
After the ringtone era?
Yeah, he was like that second wave of artists that just was like had that impact where it was like, oh, okay.
He had several hits.
Yes, he did. He did. Yeah. And, you know, so I would say for my nieces and nephews, you know, obviously their generation is going to look at it like, whoa, kind of like how we looked at Nip when he went down and people prior, you know, or like when DMX went down, you know, because he was, you know, the dude when we were really young, right? And so for me,
like a Mac Miller for them too.
Yeah, for sure. And for me, like I think the thing that just bothers me so much is I seen a clip, because, you know, that's when all the content started coming out about a person and what they were on, you know, and he literally did like an interview a little over a year ago where he talked about switching up the way he was doing stuff, because like, hey, I got kids now and this, that, and the third. And then like right after that, this happened. So
was
it's like
the Math Hoffa interview?
I don't know, because it was just part of a clip, like, you know, like 1 minute and 30 seconds. And I always hate seeing things like that, you know, after somebody passes away, because it's like, damn, what would have happened if they were still here like a few more years? Because it sounded like he was taking a different path and had a different game plan, and that was cut short.
Yeah, I think he was he was trying to stay out the way too.
Yeah.
Like from, I think, especially with the thug shit happening, his father got shot at our shot, right? His pops got hit.
I believe so.
Yeah, so him just being the type of person he is, not a lot of us got attachments to the streets to where it's at certain levels. Like some people is like they are from an area or may have ties to certain things, and it's just not like that's not what they own all the way.
Right.
So I think that was what the type of person he was. It was like he got maybe tied up in certain types of things, whatever, but that just wasn't who he was. So he wasn't pushing that type of line. So his music didn't really reflect that. And then even in his interviews, he just seemed like somebody who was kind of had a good head on his shoulders from the beginning. And the way in which he wanted to kind of build his business and steer, and what his focus was on and his priorities and things like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's on camera. You know, when you get back off the camera, you know.
Who knows?
Who knows what's going to happen. Right. Or what you're going to get into.
Or who knows, you know, if there were certain things that person was trying to work out,
right,
you know, on a day-to-day that, you know, they struggle with. Because, you know, when somebody passes, all the conspiracies come out, all the rumors come out. Here comes this person, that person trying to, you know, hitch on to that viral part of the algorithm, you know. But based off what I've seen, obviously it's unfortunate.
That shit's scary, though, man, because, you know, as parents, you just imagine, because according to what happened, I don't know if it was the mother of the kids or his current girlfriend took the kids to school and came back.
Yeah.
So just imagine you passing and having kids, but let alone them potentially finding you, and that's some scary shit, man.
To me that is scary, but I think the other part is scary is like a lot of these people are very, very young. You know what I'm saying? And we already know people even younger than that are partaking in this type of stuff, like doing it. And it's just, you know, if there was a way, and I'll keep preaching this until I can't anymore, if there was a way to start making things like this not cool.
Thank you. You brought up what I was going to say, shame.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it as we was talking earlier.
Yeah.
We got to bring shame back. Shame is not part of society. We can't shame people anymore.
Yeah.
Like, bullying is part of shame, man.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether, you know, there's different levels to bullying, but bullying, shame
came is
a byproduct of that.
Well, I mean, certain shame can save your life, you know what I mean, depending on how it affects you, you know, and how you see stuff. And so it's like looking at that.
You might not do shit because you like, man, I can't. It starts with, damn, I can't wear these motherfucking shoes to school.
Yeah.
Right? But
it's be on my helmet.
To that. It's like, you're going to change your decision based on how other people are going to view you, whether you're confident or not. Yeah. Right?
Well, it seems like people took that I don't care about what anybody think and applied it to a whole bunch of stuff that you should care about.
But the coolness came with the lifestyle, though. Like the Wayne, the Thug, the different types of people who influenced this type of lifestyle more than it already was.
It's just like it's just like a cigarette ad. I remember when I was a kid and my mom opened up a magazine and it had a cool ad for the cool cigarettes, and they had like decent looking black dude, decent looking black women. You know, they fit and everything, and
playing
they just
tennis
and they holding a cigarette.
Playing tennis.
Now it's kind of been amplified. And, you know, it's like advertising on steroids almost, to where it's now this is cool. We're like, yeah, I'm doing this and I'm mixing this and I'm just chilling and
being high like crazy in the interviews, like not high off of weed, but like high like heroin, drowsy, like slurring your words type high.
And that's even crazy seeing. I mean, it's so common, but it's even crazy seeing that's even
that's
in
a norm.
Yeah, that's a norm. Yeah, for sure. So I mean, maybe you're right when it comes to like maybe shame will start to save more people's lives.
I seen a little dude on the interview, and we can spin off this after, I guess. In Chicago, is this dude named DJ U.
Mm-hmm.
He interviewed a lot of like the
younger artists
and really just the drill scene dudes in Chicago. Young dude, I think he might have been like maybe 21 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Busted down on camera, like.
That's crazy.
On camera.
Yeah, it's wild.
I don't know who it was. Some rapper was getting interviewed. He was like, I'm popping another perk. You want a perk?
That must be Skrilla.
You want a perk?
Is he from Philly?
I don't know.
Yeah, dreadlocks.
I don't know. I don't even remember
the
what
nigga
he looked.
That might be Skrilla.
Yeah, I don't. I just remember that, and he offered the interviewer one like, you don't want a perk? You're like, nah, I'm cool. You sure? I popping them perks all the time, and popping up perk. I'm like,
bruh.
Yeah, that might
like
be
that.
Skrilla.
That like
Skrilla's from Philadelphia.
Who cares?
He's fucking around in the Kensington area. He's one of those kind of people who really push it over.
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't even care to say his name or make him any more popular. Who cares? That's not.
Now the point is to pay attention to this nigga. You might want to know who this nigga is and watch him. As far as for people who are not aware that this type of shit is going, that's a nigga that's like.
Man,
it's over.
Forget Skrilla. We're gonna start with Future. He bigger than Skrilla. Everybody know Future.
Yeah,
he push all the drugs, right?
Yeah.
They don't do none of them.
And the difference with Future is that's what I'm saying. He don't do none of it. So you can see where it's like.
I think that's the sickest part about a lot of content that gets created.
Thing is that it's too late. His impact, because like when he first started. And up to a certain point, his music was so convoluted with drugs. Like, you know what I'm saying, that message and doing this and I'm taking this, popping this, sipping that. Like, he had a whole album called Dirty Sprite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like a lot of people are finding out that he don't do all this stuff now, but a lot of these people that are kids that are not necessarily kids, but teenagers that are finding out now are already hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like you're listening to him and you starting to do this stuff and then comes out he don't do it and then you like you so much in shock you set your double cup down. Wait, what?
But see, it provides
what I'm saying?
it provides a good perspective because a nigga like Wayne, a nigga like Future, two different niggas. Wayne in interviews, you can see this nigga is clearly high. Future, we ain't never seen him really talk like that. And in the songs, we hear it. You look at this nigga like who I just mentioned. You see this, like, to have a comparison to understand that it's a ploy for a lot of them. Like, yeah, we might not give a fuck about this nigga's name, or who he is, and want to give him more light. But you can just see clearly there's a game being played.
Yeah,
Just one nigga
like
who's
one female with the red hair,
Sexy Red. That's a character.
Yeah,
she's playing a character.
Yeah.
She's playing more into her character.
Most of these people play characters but don't know when and how to turn the character off.
Are they truly responsible for that brings up the conversation of are they obligated to? Are they responsible for how they influence others? And that's not my opinion. I'm not saying that I have an opinion either way. But
I can tell you from an artist perspective, I mean, I would consider you an artist as well. But from an artist perspective, I think it's split down the middle as far as 50-50. Nobody forces you to make the content.
Right.
But at the same time, you don't control the algorithm. The higher ups do. The people that run the social media platforms, the people that run the labels, because a lot of artists are independent, so you can't even really blame labels too much. You got to blame who's in charge of algorithms and marketing and advertising and things of that nature, because you'll have people, I'll give you an example, you'll have people, or like us, like when we did the live and there was we got flagged, right? So we got flagged, but then at the same time, we can get on that same app and we can see all kinds of fuckery on that app.
They reviewed the shit too.
Huh?
They reviewed the shit and says, based on their little system, they was wrong. The video's still down though. It's not like, yeah, we took your shit down. Our bad.
But it's still down.
Next time.
But I'm pretty sure from that time until now, how much debauchery have you seen on your accounts? And the crazy thing, this is the ill part.
They didn't even tell
we all follow, and me and you have had this conversation, Jelani. We've intentionally tried to follow certain content, but if we go in a search or we go just in our feed, it'll be things that are trying to be fed to us that we haven't even been trying to consume.
Not anymore, though.
Oh, you found a hack?
You should see my search. Huh.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say I found a hack. It just...
You ain't got to tell everybody. You can just tell us. You know, off mic. Yeah.
It ain't even that deep, but I wait.
See?
Because I don't want y'all to know. It ain't even nothing bad. It's none of your business. That's all. But yeah, my search, my algorithm is completely different, bro.
Yeah.
You should know from what you get in the DMs. You don't check everything, but
yeah, I don't.
This dude, he's starting to be like you. Send stuff, but not check what's sent to him.
Yeah.
So, bro, I sent it through 5 messages, but he sent me 2. He ain't like, laugh, double.
No, but
tap,
I haven't opened. I haven't opened anything.
That's what I do.
But hold on. Here's the difference, though. You know why I sent? Now I just download stuff and post it in my story and hope you see it that way. But you know why I would send stuff so much? Because one of the things I don't understand about these social media platforms is how they'll just automatically refresh and you can't even go back to what you was looking at. So I'll try. So I'm like, let me just send this to everybody real quick.
And you accidentally, let's say you accidentally flip your phone and it refresh.
Yo, my screen goes to sleep after like 30 seconds unless you touch it, and I don't know why, because there's supposed to be like an eye thing. So if I'm actually looking at the screen, bro, it seems like it knows when I'm done reading something, because it's like as soon as I'm done reading somewhere or whatever, it goes dark. I'm like, and then I open it back up and it refreshes on its own, and I'm like, bruh. I didn't like it, so I can't go to my activity.
Yeah.
I don't remember the account name.
Yeah.
How do I search for it?
You'll never find it again.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Now you on Google talking about
it was a life-saving
skateboard eating sandwich.
It was a life-saving remedy. It was a life-saving remedy.
Get this keyword game up, like,
I read it and I was like, this could save lives. And my phone went dark. I open it back up. It refreshes.
Yo, the phone told you not this life.
I feel like Instagram playing with niggas doing that type of shit because they know they don't have to do that.
Lost forever.
Yeah.
Why do that? That shit like Russian roulette.
And it's all platforms that do that. That's the cold part. All of them do it.
I blame my phone.
Nah, YouTube
for timing out.
YouTube don't do that shit. YouTube don't do that shit. That's not happening on YouTube.
Well, yeah. If I'm watching shorts and stuff like that, yeah, you're right.
You can go back to your history. You can go back to anything
that
else.
That is true.
It's crazy. You know what else? I don't know because I'm not real familiar with it like that. But I feel like TikTok be trying to hold you hostage. So I think if your screen go dark and you open back up, they're gonna be right there like, yeah, we still here. Because bro, the thing about TikTok
left off from.
The thing about TikTok pissed me off. Any other app you press back and it take you out the app. TikTok, you press back, they're like, but we got another video. Like, no. I'm trying to get off, okay?
I don't be on TikTok.
What I don't like about TikTok is when you open the app, whatever pops up, if anybody is around you, they think that's what you clicked on or that's what you looking at. So it could be the wildest scenario.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And you like, wait, what?
That's not what I was.
It could be, but no, I'm saying it could be anything though. It could be anything, and it ain't got nothing to do with you because they probably paid for like ad space or whatever the case it was. And that's how, because TikTok is really bad with showing you accounts you don't follow too. Really bad at that.
I ain't gonna lie. Besides the little refresh shit Instagram do,
I can just see you open up the phone like, hey guys, so about anal bleaching. You like,
nah, you used to have to do that type of shit. Some years.
Yo, you at church too? Oh my God!
You used to have to do that. You used to have to be
I'm just
careful.
trying to cash out the pastor.
You used to have to be careful when you opened your social media app. It could be some other shit.
Yeah.
Especially Facebook. You have to be careful because whatever the timeline was on, it was some sick shit. Before
I had
you
to
start unfollowing people.
I had to stop pranking people because like I used to be one of those people that'll post like the picture with the audio and be like, and it'll have like a captivating caption like, yo, I can't believe this happened. And then when they click on the photo, it's audio of like some, you know, some
a girl moaning,
yeah,
screaming,
and
I remember
a lot of
stupid
people
shit.
and a lot of people got at me in the comments like, bruh, I was in the line at the grocery store. One person was like, hey man, I was at the dinner table with my kids, and I'm like,
Nigga was at work.
one person told me they was at church. I genuinely laughed at that.
The moaning ones used to.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey, because the crazy thing is,
I want to beat a nigga ass.
it was the audio was so loud,
hella loud.
even if your phone was low,
You heard it.
bruh.
Hey, what you over there doing? And then he tried to act unsuspicious.
Hold on, let's
What?
go back to that. Let's go back to that.
Act what?
Unsuspicious.
I don't know what that is.
So, hey, tell me right now, because we're not going away from that. What is unsuspicious?
Unsuspicious is undercover.
And you gonna really do it?
And suspicious. It's unsuspicious.
You can't be undercover and suspicious because if you're undercover, you're not
suspicious.
You're not suspicious if you're undercover. That's the whole point of being undercover.
I'm not saying it's unsuspicious.
No. Now, if you just said, you feel me, going under the radar and not being suspicious, I'd have been like, okay.
That's some unsuspicious shit.
That's one of those words when one of them hood dudes they want to do the case they self in court.
Hold on. Hey, did y'all see my man Hurricane Chris? Let's talk.
No, let's not.
No, you gotta hear the word.
We didn't see it.
You gotta hear the word. So you know, 50,
We just heard it. You said it.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you the word. So you know, 50 was out there and
Him and 50 got
was
into
out
it.
in
Yeah,
Louisiana.
yeah.
So he mad that 50 ain't put Louisiana artists on or whatever. He was like, you know, we got the 4th worst educational program. He said we got the education.
Wait, under what?
Education. I can't even say it incorrectly because I know how to speak and read. But the nigga said the 4th educational system worst.
So obviously he was telling the truth.
Nigga said the 4th worst educational system in the United States.
But he just out letters.
I tried to spell that shit. I said, no.
You got to put a J after the D before the U.
That's crazy.
The educational.
You know,
It's
it's probably something unsuspicious about what's going on.
It is. You know what? You might be right. You might be right, my nigga. You might have made a fact just now.
That's crazy, man.
Education.
That's where you got it from? That has to be where you got it from.
That boy.
Hurricane Chris.
Yeah, man.
That sounds like something a Hurricane
Nah,
Chris
there's
would say.
definitely more letters in there than just that J. Because I'm running it back.
You trying to think about it, see? You trying to, hold on. It's an extra letter or two in there.
Well, because after the J and the U, I feel like there's an N and an A.
But it's not where it's supposed to be.
No. Educational. So after that U, you put the N and the A before the C, and that's where you get the nacational.
This dude should respect the hell out of the fact that we are fighting for his vocabulary right now.
I'm not fighting for his vocabulary. I'm just trying to figure out if the word can be spelled.
It can be spelled.
Yeah.
That's all.
The cold part is you can actually spell it wrong.
Yeah. When you can spell a word, an incorrect word correctly,
Is that a talent?
nigga.
Is it a talent?
That nigga, when he spelled educational just now, I seen it.
Caught a Guinness Book of World Records.
Well, the
we
way
got
y'all was
one.
breaking it down, it was unsuspicious.
Caught a Guinness Book of World Records. We got one. Boom.
Yeah.
I made it.
So I sent you guys a link. Well, I sent you guys multiple links, right? But I sent you guys a link on this older woman who I guess I could say is an advisor or counselor that was talking about accountability
Nah. Wait. Because you can't do that. If you're gonna get into a topic like accountability, you have to do two things. One, you have to get her title right. We need to know specifically what she was, so that y'all can have the understanding that this woman was certified. She was a licensed counselor.
Okay.
Licensed relationship counselor.
Okay, that's
right?
okay.
A licensed relationship counselor.
This stuff matters. This context and details matters.
That matters when we're talking about accountability.
Certification.
Yeah, she has to certify.
She has the paper.
You
She has
feel
the
me?
paperwork.
It's framed.
Okay.
And I just want to make sure.
Does she have a degree or just a
it's been a minute since Jelani. It's been a minute since Jelani been here, so I know the more wrong I say it, the more he's going to correct it. I took a page out of your book. Remember when you said do it wrong, they'll do it for you. I ain't seen my brother in a long time, so I'm like, yep, I already know. Break it down for us, brother.
Accountability is nothing more than responsibility.
Yeah.
Taking responsibility for your own actions.
Yes.
And the results of those actions.
Taking responsibility for your own actions is definitely accountability.
So get back to it. The licensed counselor speaking about accountability.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Yeah, she was speaking about accountability, and what she was focused on in this specific conversation she was having is how much trouble women have and how many women have issues with accountability.
To the point that they would abruptly end further counseling sessions because once a topic was brought up where they were in the wrong or it addressed how they, weren't being accountable, they didn't want to go back anymore. They felt like the counselor was siding with the man because they had to be accountable for their actions.
Right. Now, you know what I find unique about what you just said?
It's a woman saying it?
No, that's not unique because there's been a lot of women saying this. A lot of them are older women, and so they quick to discredit a lot of older women.
You want to know what's crazy though?
Yeah.
You probably didn't see it because we talked about you not watching the reels, but I sent you something about a woman speaking about how, and she was a marriage counselor, specifically a marriage counselor, and she was speaking about how women have this whole idea and this fantasy in their head about how their life is going to go, how marriage
Dr.
is going to be, and how their husband is going to be. And when he doesn't fit into
that
their
box.
fantasy, they deem their man, their husband, to be a bad husband. And she was like, what's so crazy is a lot of these women have really good husbands. It's just not the fairy tale that you have in your head. And so since it doesn't align, and then I think that kind of falls in line with
There's another piece that was very valuable that she said in that video, too, that I didn't watch.
Let's hear it, since you did. I'm glad
she said she was also talking about how men are more likely to try to fit that character
versus women just saying, this is me, take me as I am.
Exactly. She also said that. So I'm going to be honest, she said an earful just in that clip alone. You know what I mean? And the interesting thing about it is that clip is from Cam Newton's interview.
Oh, yeah.
That's
right.
Doctor, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Dr. Bryant. Mm-hmm. That's not what's being talked about from that interview.
It's talked about.
What's being talked about from that interview the most is how petty Cam is, from a title from one of the clips. She got him together and and that is the irony in us talking about accountability, because all of these women, I went to his actual channel to watch that video. And of course, when I got done watching, I looked at the comments and it was just, you'd have thought the Beehive was there. Right. And that was one of my favorite examples of avoiding accountability. Is the majority of the women were talking about how well she spoke to Cam and how she had to reel him back in and she just owned the conversation.
What about the context of what she was saying?
Exactly. And none of them talked about it. Even the capers, because it was some dudes in there caping too. But nobody talked about this. Interview was like over 2 hours. Mm-hmm. So there's only that conversation where she was actually letting him know about himself, that was only a fraction of the time. They talked about, her dating and her experiences and all of this other stuff. She put it all out there, but I thought that was interesting that was an example of like, yo, y'all didn't even talk about how she was talking about y'all as a group. You see what I'm saying? And so then you know, we go back to, you know, this licensed marriage counselor or relationship counselor saying that women have a hard time with this. It speaks to me because I do agree. I don't think that there's just zero women out there that just don't know how to, but majority that is a thing. And no matter what any women decide to say about what we're talking about right now, it's true, because a lot of times when the light is shined on most of these women, they do one of two things. They just completely will deny, argue it down, try to make a point, a valid point somewhere later on or outside of the context of what you're talking about. Or they say, what about the men? Or talk to these men that do this, that, and the other. That's like us committing a crime. We take somebody out. Well, hold on, man. You need to talk to the Bloods and Crips and all of them, because we only took out 2 people. They be taking out people every night. You see what I'm saying? It's this literally what you doing.
I ain't going down long. Y'all need to talk to Harold.
He's the one that's been acting unsuspicious all week.
Come on, we caught.
He the mastermind.
We caught. They got us.
Right, but like
it's that's deflecting.
Yeah, deflecting.
And women are extremely good at deflecting. It's almost like when you address.
They actually accuse us of deflecting.
When you address an issue or problem that you're having and you speak on it, and somehow you speaking about something that you have an issue with. Now you guys are talking about her feelings.
Mm-hmm.
The conversation started with me speaking on something that's bothering me. How are we talking about your feelings?
Mm-hmm. It's wild.
I feel like you shut the fuck up and let me finish.
That's that witchcraft.
Talking about feelings now.
So, I mean, as individuals, we all agree on that.
What?
That women in general have a hard time with accountability.
Yes.
Go ahead, Paul, because I feel like...
Bruh, I've seen my mom have trouble with accountability.
That's crazy, because I was going to use the example of my mom and my, aunties. I don't know if it's women now or women, period.
I think period. Because I do think there's a small group of them that understand accountability and take it. But in general, that means we can't. When I say in general, we can't choose like Big Mama, our mom, or our favorite female cousin, or my coworker that's hella cool that bring everybody cookies. Like, I'm talking about. That's what I mean.
That's what I'm getting at. And this is just to me to. I don't disagree. I don't not agree. What's taking accountability?
You just said taking responsibility for your actions.
I read the definition, bro.
You gotta be specific, Poe.
Yeah, give me what would be? Give us examples.
No, you give us examples.
He knows.
I know.
Do you have exes?
Yeah.
You got exes, right?
No,
I got exes.
They live in Texas.
No, but they out here. Maybe some of them moved to Texas. I don't know. But so let's do that. And you know, for all of our exes, don't get
fuck y'all.
And
Yeah.
the only reason only reason I'm giving any little bit of pushback for the conversation's sake and playing devil's advocate
because you're annoying.
I know I haven't taken accountability at some times.
You're not a female.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with us, bro.
Yeah.
Look, here's what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna take that away from you. We are forced to take accountability as men. It's just with them. If we don't verbalize it, that doesn't count to them.
Oh, so they will take accountability on their own.
Yes.
So that's where
we cannot avoid accountability, bro. We can be right, okay, in a room full of women, but we have to say certain things to get past certain parts of the conversation, which is I know you won't do that, Jelani.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, they can't beat me up.
What I'm saying is, society holds men accountable, bro. Society holds men accountable.
No doubt.
They get Christian and that motherfucker. They get shit jumping.
But what I'm saying,
she'll lose another tooth.
But that's what I'm getting at. So you can't say, "Ah, man, I didn't hold." You've held yourself accountable in a lot of those situations with whoever, probably more than you didn't.
Yeah.
Because we're forced to,
For sure.
by society standards.
For sure.
So now that you can't use that, right? We all know individually, whether it's women in our family, whether it's women we work with, whether it's women we've dealt with or dealing with, we know those certain scenarios where accountability, because you could be 100% in the right, come home mad and be like, man, why is this blah, 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 blah? I thought we were going to do it. And the accountability will certainly switch and be like, but why are you coming at me like that? Like,
And
I don't
that's
understand.
when you punch her. Don't play.
You gonna take accountability when the motherfucking police pull
Yeah,
up?
man, we gonna get up out of here, dog. My bad.
Police pull up.
Bruh.
I take accountability.
Yeah, I did it.
This is crazy. I'm sorry, I hold myself accountable. You was acting under suspicious.
Yeah. She's acting under suspicion, nigga.
But
You ain't in your right mind.
bruh.
Because if you're thinking from an educational standpoint, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Shit's facts. Shit's facts. Speaking facts right
This is insane, dog. This is insane, man. Anyways, man, I agree with her. I think
agree
that
with
it
who?
is it. The license
License
relationship. When they
relationship.
got punched on this
No, bruh.
shit. I agree with her.
She's obviously wrong.
Yo.
Like, which one do you agree with? All right, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, man. I agree with what she's saying, and I know a lot of people. I know a lot of women won't or don't, but you're not gonna get anywhere. Your agreement, you disagreeing with the facts ain't gonna get you any further.
You want
to
to
the
know
truth.
what's crazy? This is what's so crazy. If in the midst of an argument, a woman took accountability, she would completely disarm the man in his argument.
He wouldn't know what the fuck else to say or do. He'd be like, what?
Yeah, all right, yeah,
What?
okay, you're right. I was wrong. That was
Yeah.
my bad. And don't say nothing else. You'd be like, you hungry?
Yeah.
Look,
No, bro.
I'm
Nah.
finna run
Listen,
Chick-fil-A. You want
listen,
the
I
AP
think-
with the large
Here's the
fry,
way.
right?
Listen, you literally gave them the cheat code. You said if you just took accountability in that moment, we would be disarmed. And as much as I am a debater, I agree with that. I probably will be disarmed.
they do take
Hey,
accountability.
check this out.
You just
now.
gave me.
Now check this out.
I just remember.
Check this
Okay,
out.
you so
remember
you
something
have an
for you.
example.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jelani. Then you give your example.
You go ahead and
All right, I'm gonna give you an example of a mom and a girlfriend taking accountability. You just you got your ass whooped, right? She was wrong. You wasn't the one who did what she said you did. She walk in the room. You trying to go to McDonald's?
Yeah,
You want to get a Big Mac this time,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, get him the large fries.
Get him like.
Yeah.
the person back there taking
What's
the order.
that
like,
toy
who
you
the
said
fuck
you
is him?
wanted?
But let me. But
we gotta
But
go
I'm
see how
also.
much it costs because I don't get paid till next week.
But hold on, dog. I'm gonna show you the struggle they have with that accountability. Because mothers do this, bro.
Right.
Black moms
Right.
specifically. So don't be mad at us because we were the victims in these situations. All right. Our mama knew that she was wrong, and she come in there and try to butter you.
Yeah.
You want to go outside for a couple hours, but it's
Yeah,
not.
you wanna
It's
go outside
not
for a
nice
couple
like
hours,
that.
hang out with your friends?
No, they still got to stay in character.
Yeah.
What was that game that you said you wanted on Tuesday? What was it called? Hurry up, because I don't have all day. The store about to close. Put your shoes on and stuff. I'm not gonna tell you again.
You wanna know what's wild though?
Yeah.
No apology.
Nah.
That,
No.
and the whole thing is that's only partial accountability because they didn't say they were wrong, right? And that's the thing that if you pay attention, women will do that. Get your alarm. They will do that. They will look to do something to make you feel better, but they won't say, "I was wrong."
Yeah. It's so hard
All right, the
for
girlfriend
them to say that.
The girlfriend one, I had a prime example. This happened to me in my life. Me, baby mom, we get in an argument. I don't remember about what we got in an argument for. I'm in the kitchen. I'm hungry, but this is a time when Chef Poe.
Yeah.
Poe's not cooking dinner.
This was
This is processed Poe.
Yeah, give and go pose.
Whoa.
So I'm going in the kitchen. You know how you go in there and you keep opening the refrigerator like something new is gonna pop up in there?
Voila.
Like I just keep going in there. Keep going in there. She like,
Ta-da.
I'm in the kitchen and I hear her say, "You hungry? You want me to make you something to eat?" Shit, if you feel like it.
Yeah.
If you feel like it.
Yeah.
And when I was in there like,
Celebrating an apology dodge.
yeah, that I was not in the wrong for. I showed up
Apology
here,
died.
got trauma and shit.
Wild.
Nigga got trauma and shit behind the
Sorry.
apology. I know she ain't gonna apologize, but as soon as she makes say do I want
Hit you
do
with the
she want to
Matrix,
make me
like,
something to eat,
my bad.
I know she's sorry. You gotta know.
That's crazy. You wanna know what's even crazier? You're like, oh, you gave him the cheat. You gave him the. How many people you know fail open book tests?
Many people.
So whatever.
I
might be the harder test to
I
take.
definitely think that a lot of women today do not understand that they have all of the information and all of the tools to pretty much get the guy that they want
And keep him.
but they choose to say no, he should be like this and this is how it should go. And that's crazy because that's not how we operate when we get the women we want.
Mel, like we're so simple. It's crazy.
I think that we're so simple it frustrates them too.
Can we take
Yeah.
a break though? Hold on.
What's up?
Is this a cherry blossom shirt? What is this, like a rayon blend or something? Like when he got up and he sat back down in the way, like it's just like. And I paid attention. I was like, "Yo, what is this guy wearing today?"
It did have like that Cisco Drew Hill
He trying to get the last out of summer.
Yeah.
That's what is going on right here.
because
You see the leaves starting to fall. Fall's on the way.
shirt kind of like
this
blue.
guy is seasonal dressing right now.
Fall is
Please
on the way,
get the
it's
full
crazy.
effect of this.
Fall is on the way. It's crazy.
That's what I would call this shirt.
Yeah. It's hot as fuck. So I was like, I gotta put on something.
Something that flows.
That's
Like the way the fan had hit the shirt, it's like, what was that Michael Jackson video, Black or White? Remember when he was like in front of the
No.
fan and the shirt was like,
No.
yeah.
Oh, is that rayon blend? I'm gonna beat their ass today.
I can breathe and shit. Yes.
Bro, he been hitting you with the Coming to America the whole episode because he be like, what is that, film? Yo.
That nigga hopped out the car like ready to record. Ready to record on their ass. Just-
Hitting that on the come out.
You was watching one of them black exploitation films and was like, yeah, I gotta put this button on. He got out the car.
And with that George Jefferson walk.
My mama said my daddy's name is Black Dynamite. Shut up, little girl. A lot of cats got that name.
Nice. A lot of dudes
A lot
got
of
that.
cats
name.
got that name.
Nah. All right, back to topics.
Yeah, anyways, man. I like how
time
you
out.
took accountability on your intentions of the outfit. That's an example,
See?
ladies, on that. Nah, but I really do feel like the game is right there and they just, I don't know, maybe
Men
they-
get on men get on TV, podcasts. They rap about it. Like how simple we are.
Yeah.
We're not like this. Like,
But they
it's
only
so
hyper
crazy.
focus on the critique that we give them. They're not
so
focused
crazy
on the game
because
that we're giving either.
Women know how complicated women are. So to them, there's no way you guys can be that simple. It just no, because all other women are.
But they
So
call
you
us
have to-
boring. They'd be like, "Oh, you boring." It's like, but you bored. I'm
Yeah. I'm on the game.
You division and I'm addition.
Yeah.
I'm 2 plus 2.
Yeah.
You're fucking 703
Well, I mean-
divided by 7. Like, bruh,
Long division is different than addition, my niggas.
Yeah.
all the, what?
Yeah.
Definitely different.
That's real talk.
When you gotta
Matter of fact, just now.
show the work,
Yeah.
That's why I can
Long
sometimes
division is
I think we have, because of our age and experience, I think we have like this really good sense to look at a topic, right? So let's just pretend like we're scrolling on Instagram. We can look at a minute video and then we can see, damn, it's like 1,000 comments. Man, it's majority women. And we could, I don't know about you, but I'm confident. I could read comments and look at what's being said and can tell how much positive interaction a lot of these women have with men based off how they talk.
Oh yeah, because they come with their own personal
because a lot of these women,
Feelings.
like even single women, I could look at certain conversations with certain single women and tell which one are intentional about what they really want and what they really care about versus the other women just speaking on some shit that just sounds like it's going with the crowd or going with the times of whatever is going on. Because I'll see like 10 comments of females saying, yeah, that's right, I agree with this, and yeah, men, blah, 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 blah. And I'll see that one woman that says, nah, I don't think that at all. Like,
I look for those.
I think
I look for those.
you know what I'm saying?
The outlier
looking for a
comments.
while.
Niggas do be searching. Nah, you do. You be searching sometimes for the outlier comment. Sometimes.
And
on
that
some shit.
and they get shamed, like we talked about earlier, right? They're called what do they call them? Pygmies.
Is that what they call?
Yeah, they call women that speak with some substance and some logic. Most women that speak with logic are called pygmies.
You want to know what's crazy?
They get picked.
Yes. Every time.
Or they're probably already picked, and that's why they made the comment that they made.
Because they know.
So, yeah.
Should be wild.
You know.
Imagine somebody creating a derogatory word that actually goes in your favor.
It do sound kind of crazy. Pick me. It
Yeah.
sound close to nigga.
Yeah.
It almost sound like nigga.
Pick me is close to
Pick
picnic.
me and pick.
Picnic, we know what that's derived from.
It's
That's
close
from
to pick me too.
no. Picnic is derived from pick a nigga back in times when they had slaves. And they used to have events
Yeah.
where they
Pick a nigga.
raffled off.
Pick a nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, but pick me sounds like pig me too.
Or
pig me.
Pig me.
I got you.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying now. You wasn't giving me all the G.
Oh,
Yeah.
enunciation.
Yeah. You sound like you were saying pick me. I was like, yeah, that's what I just said. Stupid. Like
Nah,
I turned into Sean Wayans on this guy. You know,
Hey, stupid.
you know what I'm saying? Like I turned into Sean Wayans on this dude.
Hey,
You don't know what's crazy though?
speaking of that, quick question.
what's up?
I never thought about this, but I did think about it. Who was the main character on the Marlon on the Wayne Brothers show?
Who's the main character?
Who's the main character?
Oh, the family. Moving on. Yeah, I win. Boom.
That's like asking who the main character is on
It was a main character.
on Family Matters.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, there's no main character.
It was actually.
Laura.
Matter of fact, the most popular character on the show was only supposed to be on there a couple episodes.
I think it might have been Laura.
No, it wasn't Laura, man.
She wasn't the main character.
No, she wasn't main character.
If there was a main character,
It was Laura.
No, bro, it was clearly Grandma Winslow.
who?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just want to shake shit up.
Oh, I was
Anyways,
about to say,
Because I'm saying,
I was like, the theory behind that. Explain that.
yeah, that's what I'm waiting
I
for.
was waiting for the nigga
I'm
to
waiting for it.
explain.
Because
He might have made a fact.
Because you and you want to know what's so crazy?
I like how
Because
y'all
he'll
sat in suspense. Like, yo, man, he about to cook. He has to cook.
because
He has to cook.
because
it's
when
crazy.
you make statements like that,
Yeah.
you have backup.
Yeah. Yeah.
This time I just backed
unless
up.
you're trolling.
He's
This time I just
nah,
backed
nigga.
up.
Unless you're trolling.
Yeah, I was trolling. I was
And that's
hella.
all.
Nah,
But
Grandma
I was
the
hella
whole
trolling.
thing. The whole thing is when you think he is trolling, he be like and then this fool pulls out a book on your ass. He has all the
Hey.
facts.
And
he
that's
sends
not
you
even
links.
a character. A nigga would have thought, like, you know what? He might have been right about that.
Have I not watched all the episodes?
Grandma was in every episode. No, it's just like stupid. Just stop it.
Insane, man.
You know what's crazy though? So while we're talking about relationship and marriages, right? There's a couple that's been married 49 years.
Yeah.
49.
49.
39 or 49?
49.
40.
It was 49 years.
And I feel like what they shared is so simple, but it's during a time where nobody does it.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And because what he said is, we get in an argument, you get mad at me and want to sleep with me in the bed. I sleep on the couch or you sleep on the couch, but I'm not running to my mom or my family. You're not running to your mom or your family. What happens with us, it stays in this house between us. And it's crazy because I remember hearing some of those words being spoken to me from my mom. What happens in this house stays in this house.
in the house.
You don't go outside until, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is like, Excuse me. That makes a lot of sense because what you have to understand is like whatever it is you and your wife will go through, you and your husband or whatever, you guys will get through it, you'll work through it, and the love will still be there. But your family is gonna always side with you.
Protective.
So you tell them about what your wife did, you tell them about what your husband did. Now they have a different view of your partner. Regardless of the fact that you forgave them, you guys worked it out, and you know what? The marriage might even be stronger because of that.
Yep.
Your family and friends now have a jaded view of your partner because of the information that you share with them. That was only a growing pain for you guys.
And only your side of the story.
And
as well.
yeah,
And
that's
only
true.
your side of the story. Now, you guys are all better, and your family really don't want to come into the cookouts because of information you shared that is, in a sense, to you, null and void, but they're holding on to it.
Yeah, and it's only your side to where it makes you look like the villain or the hero or whatever.
The hero makes the other person look like the villain.
Yeah.
So,
And now they know more about they just have more information about your relationship, so now that information is circulating.
Yeah, now you're a topic.
Now you just get
And then we got to talk about you here.
but
on
see,
the
that's
Notion.
the thing, though. In this day and age, everybody wants to be a topic. Everybody puts their business out there. Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants you to know what you're doing. Like, to the point, like, I've seen people streaming them at a funeral. Like, people want you to know what they're doing, what they have going on, what they're involved in, what's happening in their life. And for me, privacy and security is like that's
Privacy
it for
is
me.
equity to me.
I love
man.
like
privacy is definitely
like seclusion,
equity to me.
privacy, being away from all of y'all.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's why y'all ain't seen me. I just decided to come out of bunker because I ran out of groceries, and I was like, I'll record.
Not knowing my information. I don't tell people my information. Not only
Nah,
just
you
'cause that's
really,
just not my style.
y'all two. I've said this before, man. Y'all two, y'all really do take y'all time with saying, "Hey, man, you know, I've been going through this and I've been going through that back in 2021."
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what?
Nigga got through it though.
Yeah, and you
I'm
know
just
what?
here to tell you my story.
And I respect that because that's how you deal. A lot of times people don't understand that everybody deals with their problems differently, but the point that I think everybody misses in that statement is dealing with it. When you're talking to other people, when you're involved in other people, you're not dealing with it. You're actually dealing it out to people. You see what I'm saying? And so I do think it's important.
Everybody really don't have your best interest.
Hell
in mind.
no.
So you sitting up here sharing things that you're going through, and
With somebody that don't even care about the person that you're talking about.
It's like going to your barber and your barber don't got a clean
or
haircut.
they secretly happy or cheering or hoping that you continue to go through what you're going through.
Yeah, because I don't go to people who all the time. If I feel comfortable, the more comfortable I'm going to feel is I know that you may have experienced what I'm going through, so we can kind of build off of that.
Yeah.
I tell myself to 3 people, and those 3 people ain't even cool like that. So if you get out, I know who to talk to. I know who to talk to.
Yeah, man. No more Vince Staples for you, bro.
Yeah. You know who to have a conversation with. Hey, yo, come talk to me real quick.
Nah,
In the dark alley.
Yeah.
I think that. Well,
Show you the light.
I do believe that that is important with that couple mentioning that for multiple reasons, because like you guys said, you know, it gets to other people get involved, they start trying to dictate your relationship, they try to have assumptions about your rhyme and reason for dealing with each other, being together. It turns into like a huge
Speaking negativity over your relationship,
a huge mess. And then the crazy part is
type of stuff.
Watch this. So a lot of y'all, I feel like women understand this the most too. Watch how mad those people are when y'all are working it out and y'all are doing well. That's how you know, okay, I really shouldn't have said anything. Because I've seen that a lot. I've seen scenarios where people get all that information, and then when things are starting to go on the incline and it seems like they're getting along, it's like, oh, you trust
dealing with that?
You trust
act with him?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's that part right there where you understand, well, damn, now you know their intentions of why they were consuming that information that you voluntarily gave them.
You really a hater.
Yeah. So I think that I do believe that more people should look at these older couples, because one of the things that I 100% believe is when you see people that's been together 39, 49, 59, however many years it's been, I definitely see the different perspectives people have. Most women will look at that and be like, man, that's a beautiful thing. That's love and this, that, and the third. Most of us men will look at it like that's nice, but you can tell that they really been through some stuff and they stayed together.
Yeah,
all right, so
most
let's
men
talk
is
about
gonna be
it.
like, damn, what did they go through?
Yeah.
Let's talk
Whole
about
time.
this.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this, right? Because there is something else that I seen, and I feel like more older couples should do this. Voicing how
they got through it.
and I want to say that because of this.
That is important. That's very important. I agree with that.
Somebody was like, yeah, it's like a lot of people don't understand that these couples that are celebrating 40, 50 years, like, they don't really tell you how, but you got to understand that they had issues, trials, and tribulations. Like, you think your grandparents was married 40, 50 years and grandpa never slept around on your grandma?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know about it.
Like, how many secrets do your grandma hold about your grandfather from their relationship, but they're happily married 60 years later?
A lot of people believe that nothing like that can. I feel like
Well,
I feel like a lot of people believe that nobody can go through certain types of things and still come out on the other side better people, stronger relationship, because TV, fictional stories have showed people that when certain things happen in a relationship, you end the relationship.
There's a lack of
on.
understanding.
Yeah.
There's a lack of forgiving, and like
They call it struggle love.
well, it's not even that. See, and this is that.
Yeah.
See, the fact that there's even a term that's stupid because
Yep.
what most people have to understand is to have a strong, healthy relationship. You have to go through things, work through those things, and build from it. That's how you actually start to get a better understanding of who it is you're dealing with, how strong you are, what you're willing to take, and how to grow and grow and grow continuously. I said it more than once because it's a continuous process. You don't just grow one time and you stop. No, you continuously grow and develop throughout the relationship if you stay and work through the relationship. If you think it's all rainbow and sunshines, you're a damn fool.
So
There are cloudy skies. There are storms. It gets ugly. But if you can make it through the storms, right? Flowers grow. You enter a whole new season where there's this heightened level of understanding and you guys are on a different page and there's a different flow even now. And that's how these strong relationships get to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, because regardless of what they go through, they don't turn their backs on the person they're going through it with. They grow through it with them and come out better on the other side.
So it's the how definitely is important to know how, but would you say how they got through it or what they got through?
How? Because the thing about it is, like, regardless of what it is you go through, if you're not willing to have understanding, be forgiving, and willing to actually work through it, it don't matter what it is.
Well, I definitely agree with what you're saying, but I think sometimes those type of couples, when you say telling us how they got through it, the how could be different for different couples.
Oh, 100%.
But the what they got through to know that it's possible to get.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I would like, of course, the
how
what
could be different.
Yeah, the how is definitely going to be different,
But we
but
need to
what
know
it is
some
they got
examples.
through, well, and then that's the thing about it, because how they got through it, while it may differ, it may altogether help out.
For sure.
Do you guys believe
both sides?
do you guys believe that people that's been together that long genuinely loved each other?
Yeah.
Genuinely loved each other?
Yeah, love or
Hell
loved
yes.
each other. Okay, cool. So we can all agree on that because I agree with that too.
But
yeah.
Now,
honestly, that's sometimes love is the only thing holding a relationship
Yes.
together, bro.
I agree with that too. I 100% agree with that. Now let me ask you this next question, right? And y'all could go either or, however. What is y'all definition of love as men?
Ugh. You go first.
Shit.
No gardening references.
Definition of love.
And don't say it in that unsuspicious tone either.
For me, love is I would have to go how I feel about love. It's more of a feeling rather than what you necessarily do. Love is how you feel about a person, the caring part about them, their well-being, despite whether you end up staying in a relationship with this person, would you still feel the same way about them, the caring part? I think that's more about, to me, what love is. If I know I love somebody, whether friend, family member, or spouse, it's based on how I feel about this person, regardless of whatever ups and downs we may have.
So regardless of who they are, do I still feel the same way about them regardless?
Do I care enough about their well-being and things that they're going through?
Okay.
That's, to me, I guess, would be my example of, I guess, a short example of love.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what love invokes, but I feel it.
So what's your definition, Jelani, and you can't pick none of your shoes?
Nah, love is just an intense affection for someone.
Okay.
That's really what it is at the definition of the word. Love is just an intense affection for someone. What Poe spoke on, I feel, is like what love invokes, the feelings and the concern, the care for a person. So if you do have those intense feelings of affection for somebody, then you are concerned about their well-being. You know what I'm saying? To a high level, to a high extent. And I mean, while that might sound like, oh, he's toning it down, I don't like people. So to even say I like somebody is one thing. To say that I love somebody, that really means something, because I don't like people. And I voiced that to everybody because I need you to know, because I'm hoping you won't continue to interact with me, because I don't like people. I'm just being honest. Like, I don't like, bruh, for real, phone calls are wild. So if I say I love you, that means I care. Yeah. And a lot of people who know me say I am extremely nonchalant because I really don't care. There's not a lot I give a fuck about. Like, I'm not no longer give a fuck about this definition. So we're going to wrap it up. So yeah, intense feelings of affection. I care for you deeply. I am concerned about you, and I will go out of my way for you.
I think that bringing it up, I'll let you get to it too. It's different definitions of love for different people, right? So
for sure.
That he's a person that doesn't really care about me. I'm an empathetic person. So I feel like I have way more empathy than I do sympathy. And my empathy is what causes is part of that thing that I have when it comes to loving somebody. Right. It's how empathetic I am of them.
On a set, yeah.
Whether they're going through something or not, like, I just, I think that's a strong characteristic or personality trait of mine, is my empathy. So that could determine your definition of what love is, although it probably centers around kind of like the similar aspects.
You want to know something crazy? I think that the definition of love is all of what you guys said, plus what I'll add my definition as well. I think it involves loyalty, understanding, and of course that feeling. And the reason why I like the fact that you said that feeling is because the way you feel for that person, despite what they may do, that makes you like, man, I can't stand it. Because a lot of people aren't bold enough to say, I love the hell out of that person, but a lot of times I do not like them. Because they think like and love should always be on the same level, and that's where people get in trouble with the word lust.
I learned that at a young age.
Yeah?
Yeah. My mom one day said something, and I'll never forget it. She's like, oh my gosh, you get up. I love you, but I don't like you right now. And I was like, how the hell you do that?
I've said it to myself.
But in the midst of her saying that, it made me take a step back and look at it. Having an understanding of love, you know what I'm saying? And having an understanding of like. Yeah, you can love somebody without liking them, because, like, that's family. That's family. Yeah. I love you. I love all my family. Don't call.
Yeah.
Text.
Now.
And I'll email you back.
Now, I want to read.
Emailing back after a text is crazy. If I text you,
since I ain't got the emails.
If I text you and
that's
you send me an email back,
And a lot of times you're not even gonna check your email immediately. That's kind of gangster.
Yeah, I'm operating on business days, 4 to 5.
Oh my God. I'm going to be
I'm operating on business days, 4 to 5. If bro text me like, yeah, I'm gonna pull up, I be like, nah.
That's sitting on business, nigga.
That email can't. Well, I mean, when I sent it, I was standing on it just because you got it. Like, it sounded like you was sitting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stand on business all day.
You don't have your notifications. You don't have your notifications on. That's crazy to me.
Nigga get a Gmail notification after a text. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I want to read you guys. A definition out of a book that a lot of people don't take serious anymore, but I think it's interesting.
The Bible.
Yes, the Bible. The Bible. Because a lot of times when you reference
dictionary.
That's dirty work.
I mean, people can't read.
Yo, man, vocab pose crazy.
But
get your educational up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sheesh.
And don't be underspicious about it.
Let them know.
So look, 1 Corinthians chapter 13.
Oh shit.
Right.
Watch your mouth. It is Sunday.
Now check this out. Love is patient and kind, does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. As for prophecies, they will pass away. As for tongues, they will cease. As for knowledge, it will pass away. I mean, I could keep reading.
Bears all and endures all is missing for a lot of people.
That's why I read it again. But that definition, when you look at
the
scenarios and conversations,
50-year-old like those marriages that we were talking about, 40 and 50, that's because they have endured some things, they bared it all, and they made it through. Because the love, like when I said, in certain situations, love is the only thing holding it together.
Right.
You would have thought that was a bad statement.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Right.
Because sometimes that's all you got to hold on to is the love for that person to get you through the situation.
And I wanted to I wanted to read that because I want to speak to unchecked trauma.
You heathens.
Unchecked trauma.
Yeah, okay.
But that's what creates a heathen, right? Unchecked trauma.
I was right.
See? So what I was gonna say is that when I see people getting online and saying you don't love this person, or just in an interview or just having a conversation, they don't love you because they would have did this or they wouldn't have done that. I don't care really what it is. That's their situation, right? But when I do see the people that's been together decade after decade, there is a strong possibility that the things that you would leave a person for, they stayed.
Yeah.
And people have this, when we were talking about like women having this idea of the perfect man, a lot of women, and even some guys, but a lot of people in general believe that this right person for them is never going to do certain things that could possibly hurt you down the line. And that's just not how it works. And one of the greatest examples is for me now is being a parent. As like a parent, yep. No matter what you tell or teach your child on a regular basis, they still have their own personality where they're going to default and go this way or that way or figure things out or learn this, and you don't love them any different for it.
Nigga, I stole out my dad weed stash. You think he stopped loving me?
He whooped your ass.
He didn't. He set me
with
up.
Love.
He didn't like me, but he came in there that same night.
The last of my sticky, son.
Nah, look, nigga said, niggas, all you have to do is to ask me for some weed here. Gave me a couple grams, nigga, and a peach Optimo.
Yo, I remember a time where I wanted to laugh after my dad apologized to me. And I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, you want to laugh in his face, bro?
No, but I'm going to tell you because my dad caught me off guard. My dad whooped my ass over something. He whooped my ass so bad, he felt bad about it, so he came back and he apologized to me. but the apology is what made me want to laugh. And I had to, and imagine having to keep a straight face because it's like, man, I don't want another ass whooping for laughing at my father. But my dad was like, sorry for whipping your ass earlier. You know, you was just doing this. And I started like biting my lip, like trying not to laugh because usually an apology is a little bit more softer. It's more like, hey, you know, I had to discipline you. You know, you was acting up, but it was sorry for whipping your ass earlier.
Nigga, my mama used to whip me with the belt and the shit was also small. He used to wrap around and whoop. Hit me right there.
You ain't your ass like Scorpion.
I'm sorry for hitting you in your little wee-wee, but I ain't sorry for whipping your ass.
The dig at you though, your little wee and everything like that. But I was
your pops used to be a pimp because that's a pimp apology.
I'm sorry for
having to whip your ass, but you was out of pocket. I checked you because I love you, ho.
I mean,
there's rules and stages to this.
I mean, my dad did live in the 70s. In his mind, he was still there, man. Get dressed so we can go get you that PlayStation,
that's
Nintendo.
Like when
we're going to get you some new heels.
Walked out the limousine. He was walking out the limousine trying to keep it straight. Shit, fucked up.
Nah, but I thought it was important to read that definition because whether you believe in the Bible or not, that's all factual.
Yeah, no,
it's all. It was all factual. That definition.
The definition was all factual.
Yeah,
not the whole
book. Bible is all factual.
Book. Yeah.
I ain't no historian.
No.
They say it is, but I don't know. I don't believe in everything they say.
I believe, but I think that definition for sure. You can't get around that. No matter what you believe or whatever the case is, you can't get around that.
That nigga said, I believe.
Yeah, I believe.
Well, I mean,
he made the statement for the congregation when he came back to church.
Yeah, you know, I can't.
He's like, all right, what I believe.
Yeah, I gotta say that for the record because I want to be like, we want to play a clip from a couple years ago. One of our members that we want to.
Darren, would you like to come up here for the congregation? It's okay, brother. Don't be shy. It's a house of love.
Take your time.
It's a house of love.
I told him. I said I believe.
But y'all cut it off before I said I believe. Y'all cut it off.
The clip up is just going to be crazy. Yeah.
Y'all on the phone looking at my archives. I think it was 2024. I think it was 20.
Nah, Instagram removed it. Remember the content.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's all bad.
Right.
Yeah, that's called thesis. Anyways, the moral of the story is, love properly.
Peace and soul.
Yo, we leaving, bro. This man is out of pocket, dog.
He's just Don Cornelius.
Peace and soul.
Anyways, you know you've been tuning into the No Show Podcast. You know we on all platforms. Leave comments, like, subscribe. You know what to do. I'm all here for the smoke. Anyways, I'm your host, Dizzy D. Spill, with my co-host in the building,
Jelani Evans.
Blank Poe. We're going to just leave it.
And until next time, go ahead and take us away, Poe. Love,
peace,
and
soul.
And we out of here.
Let your soul.